It's called PWG. It's on TV. This is episode 1, as you can see. No, only 500 people. That's okay. It's a TV show. Excalibur's in the ring. And he welcomes everyone to a new era of pro wrestling guerrilla. Since they're on TV, they're not going to expect El Generico, or any world champion for that matter, to fight week in, week out. So, what makes sense? A TV title, obviously. But we're not going to just have some random filler tournament or just hand it away like Eric Bischoff did back in the day. No. So we're going to do things a bit differently. This is a new era of PWG, and to celebrate this new era, we'll have a new way to crown this champion. Over the next month and a half, or however long it takes, wrestlers will have matches, obviously. Whichever wrestlers end up with 5 wins, the first 2 will have a match to decide the TV title champion. If multiple wrestlers hit 5 wins on the same night, say 4 of them do, then we'll have a 4-way. Tag team matches, triple threats, singles matches, handicaps, all of that matters, including a battle royale, which we are going to have to kick off the first ever PWG It's on Your TV, which we have up next. A 40 rated angle from Excalibur, isn't that bad? I don't really know who the authority figure is, so I'm just going to use Excalibur. And we have a battle royal, which is won by Johnny Gargano. No, Final 4, yeah, Johnny, Rocky Romero, Roger Strong, and Willie Mack. And he super kicked Rocky Romero out for the final elimination. Willie got the most because it's Willie Mack and he's the GOAT. They didn't want to see Johnny Gresham, Willie Mack, or Kenta. But if you see here, we have Kenta. That's right, we added Smash to our Scuffed Alliance. So it's now us, Chikara, TNA, and Smash. And we had Battle Royal. And it was only supposed to be 9. And then Kenta came down. He was like, "This is my ring!" In Japanese. Just calling himself how good he is. He gets in, hits Candice LeRae with a GTS, she flops over the rope. Hits Peter Avalon, GTS, he flops over the rope. And then, Willie Mack flings him out. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, we had Kenta debut. I wonder how good he went, because obviously in Battle Royales it doesn't tell us. Then we had Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, The two, they're in the ring, and they don't care if this is a new era. In this era, the two of them, their dominance is going to be undisputed. This is going to be their undisputed era. Wink, wink. So yeah, just a promo to get them over, get them some pop. Basically, calling themselves undisputed era. I think you can see what I'm going with here. Then we have a pretty good tag match, to be fair, actually. Adam Cole, he pinned Ryan Taylor with a Panama Sunrise. 57 is actually nice. Ryan Taylor was the weak link, as he always is. Kyle O'Reilly at 60, which is actually really good for Kyle. And him and Cole have goated chemistry, as you can see. I'm thinking of getting rid of the people that it says that they don't like. I don't know. Maybe. So yeah, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly also get a win. So the both of them are on 1 win, not just whoever got the pin. That's for the TV title thing, by the way. And El Generico's there. He's so bummed, not to be wrestling on this first ever episode. But he's the world champion, doesn't really have to. And he is just the world's friendly generic luchador. But he still wants to make everyone proud. So next week, he's going to have an exhibition match against the TNA X Division champion in a Ultimate X match, actually. Just to show off what TNA really has. Basically, I just want a guaranteed main event that's going to do really well. But at 64 angle, you have Eddie Edwards loses to Rick Swan after a Rich kick. This is because, Eddie and Rick Swan, they're going back and forth, Eddie, he goes to hit the Dr. Driver when both the Young Bucks distract the ref, where Matt Jackson distracts the referee and Nick low blows him, allowing Rick to escape, and then bang, Rick kick. I think they're actually really nice. So we have Kevin Steen, this very good angle. I wrote Steen. Oh, Kevin Steen. He's basically Kevin has dogged himself out of the world title. You know, he said if he lost in that hell of him and El Generico, they had the greatest match in this channel's history, in like just ever. He had a great match. But he's a man of his word. And then El Generico, they really are done this time. So if you can't win a world title, dominate and win a tag title. So yeah, really good angle there from Kevin Steen actually. And then in his match, if it wanted to load, in his match, he beats Claudio Castagnoli with a package power driver. Only a 59. Again, the match was a bit short. Kevin wasn't on his game. But it's not. And then he loses to Rick Swan. Rick with no Rick kick. That's 2 wins for Rick Swan, by the way. He's leading it, the TV title thing. I don't know what to call it. So yeah. Gregory Helms, he did alright. A 53 is not too bad. To the humble loss. We move on. We have a decent match. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, as you can see, they are now the Undisputed Era, beat the Rock Ness Monsters. Adam Cole pinned Jinny Yuma with a collateral. Pretty much what you would expect. And they don't like some of the... Okay. Yeah, it's 51. Not too bad for a tag match. Just to get Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, keep them moving up the card. And we have Kevin Steen, another great angle. Last week, he won his match. This week, he plans on doing the same. Claudio, he's a good wrestler, but he's not Kevin Steen. Kevin is here to claim that TV title, then to go on an undefeated run. He doesn't even care about the TV title. He just wants some gold. He knows he's the best wrestler in the company, but he made El Generico a deal, and he won't betray his former best friend. Yeah, Kevin Steen's really good. I just gonna keep intertwining this Kevin Steen and El Generico thing. He beats the debuting Tama Tonga with a crossface. A 68 is pretty good. And the crowd didn't want to see Tama Tonga. Oh. But Kevin Steen has 68, so Kevin Steen did really well. It's an alright mid-card match, and an alright debut from Tama Tonga. Then we have Paul London. You know, he's backstage. He's warming up. You know, he's just chilling in the backstage at Karen, and he sees Brian Kendrick. For those of you who don't know, Brian Kendrick is the TNA X Division champion. You know, the two old friends, they run into each other, and they reminisce on good times, and yeah, just like good old best friend broy moments between the two. And then we have the Young Bucks. They're like, look, American Wolves aren't here tonight, because they're out in New Japan or some shit. But that doesn't matter. Tonight is about them. They're winning this match, this number 1 contenders match, to get back into the tag division, win their tag titles back, and then everything will go back to normal. I need to script the Young Bucks next time, but 50 isn't that bad. The Young Bucks won in a 63. It's actually really good. The Young Bucks are really good. Scorpio Sky's good as well. But it was a what's that word called? I know. Not triple threat. Freeway Dance, the ECW style where it's elimination. It was one of those. Peter Avalon and TJP got out first because they're not a team. And then the Dynasty, Scorpio Sky and Joey Ryan. So yeah, pretty good match. Best match of the night. You know? And then we have the exhibition match between the TNA X Division champion and El Generico, the world champion. And Brian Kendrick loses. PWG. We had to put PWG. We had to write this out in line. You know, they had to go over. A 68 is actually really good. You know, the 77 from El Generico and a 65 from Brian Kendrick. The TNA guys are just so good. But yeah, lack of psychology kind of hurt him. But yeah, he beats Brian Kendrick with a 450 slash. And El Generico helps him up actually. He goes to shake his hand when he gets clattered from behind with his own title that was at the ring keeper's area. You know. And who was it? Well, it's Paul London, of course. Paul London and Brian Kendrick are back together, and the show ends with them beating up El Generico. Leaves the show, thank God, by saying, that Tommy N kid, no one cares about him. None of you give him a reaction. But you know who you care about? Me, your future TV champ. I decided to not wrestle this week, to give everyone a chance. But don't worry. Next week, end of January, a little old friend of mine is going to take an ass whooping. That's right. From the Ring of Honor days, Roddy Strong and Rocky Romero. I'm going to take you both down. So it doesn't matter. Roddy next week, Rocky the week after. Then I only need one more to become this TV champ. And you already know, I'm going to win 9 in, 9 out. But then as soon as El Generico loses, I'm dropping that shit and gunning for that world champion. Speaking of Rocky Romero, he beat Gregory Helms. Rocky Romero gets a win. 51. So yeah, Rocky with a 49, which is pretty good. Gregory 48. Matches 51. Gregory not on his game. But yeah, right decision. Rocky by pinfall. So we have Ronin 3, which is Johnny Gargano, the team of Johnny Gargano and Rick Swann, losing to the Kings of Wrestling. Claudio pinned Rick with a collarbomb. A very, very good match. I really want to use Kings of Wrestling a little bit more. And Rick Swann is still only in 2 wins after his winning streak. Johnny's on 1, the Battle Royal, I think. And then Claudio and Chris pick up their first win. So yes, we move on. Actually, really good tag match. The PWG tag division is interesting. We got like American Wolves and the Young Bucks for like headlining it. We got Kings of Wrestling who are pretty good. The Undisputed Era who are pretty good. Then we got Ronin 3 and the Dynasty, who are also 2 very good teams. So that's 6 like banging teams. And then there's the Rockness Monsters. But everyone needs a job team. You know, shout out to the Job Squad back in WWF. Paul London, he's calling out Generico. You know, next week world title match, just the 2 of them. You know, last week he put that his very own PWG World Championship to the back of Generico's skull. And next week, he'll be lifting that championship up high above a prone, generic luchador body. At 47, I thought it would have done better. The announcing carried this. So yeah, Paul London, not really the talky guy I thought he was. Then we have a really good match. Sami Callihan beat Scorpio Sky with Job Club. Sami Callihan's actually pretty good. 58. Scorpio Sky was 63. That's superb wrestling to say. So yeah, after the match, you know, a bunch of people that would never leave Sami alone. And I'm sure you already know who it is. The Undisputed Era attack. They're beating him down, right? And then Scorpio thinks he can get away. Nah, they beat down Scorpio Sky too. They've left them both out on the mat. Joey Ryan tries to run down, but Undisputed Era's got out through the crowd. They've put the lay down on Sami Callihan and Scorpio Sky there. 49 rating for a brawling angle. It's pretty good. El Generico, he's answering Paul London's challenge. He says next week, he doesn't want no interference. None of that shady shit. If he wants a match, he can have a match. As long as it's in a steel cage. So that's next week's main event. So El Generico versus Paul London in a steel cage. It's actually a really good match. It should be a really good match, at least on paper. El Generico's doing 70s. Paul London usually, hopefully, gets about a low 70. So yeah, that should be a really good match. Eddie Edwards beat Matt Jackson with a chin checker. Again, psychology hurt. Eddie deserved to win a 62 compared to Matt's 59. So basically, these 2 teams having 2 single matches before their tag title match next week. And then in the main event, with a 67, definitely chose the right one in the main event. Davey Richards defeats Nick Jackson with superb wrestling good heat with a Dr. Driver 2. So yes, Davey and Eddie both get the wins. The tag champs